Every statement that we make about what somebody else has or is doing is a statement about ourselves. It's basically reverse psychology. You know, when you say, "Oh, he's just lucky," well, that's basically saying I'm unlucky. But what does that mean? I mean, isn't luck something that you create the opportunity for? So when you say he's just lucky, you're saying that I don't create anything for myself. Yeah, every statement about what another person about another person's situation is a statement about our own life. Yeah, every time we focus on what another person has, we're really focusing on what we don't have. People in Slovakia are very envious of each other, and this is what happens when you get what I would call new money. And the change from communism to democracy gave a lot of opportunities for new businesses to develop, and some people became rich very quickly. Some people became rich because of their hard work, and some people became rich because of criminal activity. But still, some people became rich very quickly, and other people didn't like that. And there is very much, oh, why them and why not me? Which is resentment, which is just extremely negative. It's not anger, but it's almost anger. It means that nothing. It's going to be difficult to develop things because people are always suspicious and jealous and unsure of each other, and it creates a very difficult climate for positive business activity to occur. But yeah, definitely, people in Slovakia have a problem with that. They see other people with things and they wonder, why do they have it? Why do they have it, and why don't I have it? And it's an art. It's just learning to live with letting things be.
But I've never realized it before. I know that people in Slovakia are envious, but I thought that everybody is envious. It's normal for people.
No, yeah, and envy exists everywhere, but there's definitely more of it here. Because that's what socialism is. Socialism is the basic principle that everybody should be the same. Well, and this is ridiculous because we're all different. You know, it's clouded in phrases like sustainability and equal opportunity, and you know, it's sustainability. What does that really mean? It means nothing changes. We need to create sustainability. Okay, that means no growth. There's these key words and buzz phrases and special terminology that people use without really understanding what it means. So socialism is, or what this country has is a socialist tendency, which is, oh, they've got more than us, burn down the house, rather than going to the people who've got more than you and saying, hey, I really like and appreciate what you did. I really respect what you've built up. Is there a way that you can share your knowledge and your experience and your ideas with the local community to build up more of this? And people just don't know how to do that. They don't know how to go to somebody else and just live in appreciation and gratitude of the situation. They don't know how to see something else without wanting it for themselves. You know, you see the nice car, and can you see the nice car and think, wow, that's a really nice car? Can you see the nice car without thinking, oh, I'd really like to have one of those for myself? Can you just yeah, we don't need anything. Yeah, we don't need anything. We don't even need the clothes that we wear. We just wear them because we'd probably scare people if we didn't, right? We don't need them. We don't need any of the objects. Objects are just distraction. Once again, not unnecessary distraction, but they're just distraction. Useful and practical, but still distraction. I don't really need this space. I could survive without this space. I could survive without the books. I could survive without the board. Objects. They make everything, make it look a bit more professional. Okay. You could survive without all the objects. Objects are just distractions. Do children need toys? They don't. Children have great imaginations and anything can be anything. There's no limits. Children don't need toys at all. Yet there's a multi-billion-dollar industry in buying plastic shit for kids. I mean, and how does that even work? What is the sense? What is the logic in that? And the truth is that people don't know how to let things be. They just don't know how to let things be. We all know inside. These things are only temporary. The toy is only temporary satisfaction. The only things that are permanent or lasting are human connections. That's what makes a difference. You take all the toy shops in the world, or you take all the toys from all the toy shops in the world, or you can give your friendship. What is the greater? Yeah. What is the greatest gift? The greatest gift is that gift of friendship. To help people, because if you've got all the toys from all the toy shops in the world and you don't have any real friends, you don't have anything. So the objects don't mean anything. We surround ourselves with shit. The car, the nice car doesn't actually mean anything, but we're so well trained to actually believe it means something, but it doesn't actually mean anything at all. The nice house on the hill, it doesn't actually mean anything. And don't get me wrong, I mean, objects can bring joy and they're nice things, but they're all all objects are transitory. They come, they go. Even us as people, we come, we go. Nothing stays around forever. We try to create forever, we fantasize about gods and create statues of famous people and try to find a way to download our brains into the matrix. But none of those things are going to bring anyone true happiness. Because what could be worse than living forever? It's back to this old film Highlander with the music by Queen and the song Who Wants to Live Forever, because the Highlander's really unhappy and sad because everyone he falls in love with dies. So it made a big franchise. It was like 4 or 5 films and a TV series, and there's a lot of other things as well. But then obviously it's based partly in Scotland and has Sean Connery as one of the actors in it. But the Highlander is he's heartbroken because everyone he falls in love with dies, and he has to live forever. You begin sort of not to care about. You care as much as you can, but without opposites, nothing makes any sense. What is man without woman? What is life without death? Yeah, there's no sense of urgency that time is limited. What is boredom? Well, partly it's not being free, and the second part of it is that there's no sense of urgency. Because if you realize you're going to die, you're like, oh, better fucking do something. Right? And if you don't realize you're going to die, then you don't know you're alive. The people who get bored, they don't know they're alive.
No,
Well, yeah, me too. I mean, I've got, that's what I'm saying. Because you're if you say I'm bored, it means that you're dead already. Because death means nothing to you. Death changes nothing. It's sort of a frightening realization. Steve Jobs in one of his famous speeches, death is the greatest invention of life. Right? The greatest motivation anybody can have at any point in time is that you could die tomorrow. And that sort of leaves you with two choices: one, to do something, or to do something very quickly to change something, or to do nothing at all. If you do nothing at all, you already accept the fact you're dead. That's it. Nothing changes. Activity leads to activity. Action leads to action. That's another of those little secrets. Inaction leads to inaction. Less leads to less. More leads to more.
It could be maybe motivational.
You don't have to know that. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to know the time of your death. You just have to understand that it's coming. And to not know is as powerful as to know. Because if you don't know, it's like, well, it could be tomorrow. What the fuck? Right? So I better do sort of all I can today.